The quality of our lives is directly related to the quality of our relationships. Most importantly, starting with the relationship you have with yourself.
Hi, my name is Giovanna Elias, and on this channel, I'm going to show you how the communication and connection you have with yourself and your inner world directly impact the relationships, the connection, and the success you have in your outer world, in every area of your life.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode here this week on The Connection Code. My name is Giovanna Elias, and I am a human connection expert. And on this channel, I love to dive into communication skills, interpersonal relationship skills, emotional intelligence skills, and so much more with you. Today, we are going to dive into 7 secrets to having a deeper, more meaningful conversation with others in our lives. But before we get to it, if you like the channel, if you like the videos you see, I ask you to subscribe, like the videos, leave comments. I'll love to get back to you, and let's connect. So without further ado, let's dive into it. What are the 7 secrets to having deeper conversations with other people? So I want to kick us off with a story. We're going to start with Dan. And so Dan goes on this date, and it was just awful. And Dan goes back to his friend Susie and he says, Susie, this date was just awful. Honestly, it was so bad and we just had nothing to talk about and it just it was not engaging and I've never been on such a bad date before in my life. And Susie turns around and says, Dan, was your body language like this the whole time you were on the date? Because if it was, I don't think I would have had a good time with you either. And so Dan says, hold up. What do you mean? What do you mean my body language? And Susie says, let me give you 7 secrets, 7 tips about body language so that you'll actually be able to have better dates, better interactions, better conversations, better connections with people in the future. So here goes, folks. Let's dive into those 7 secrets right now. So a lot of the research that we're going to dive into today actually comes from the IUP Journal of Soft Skills by researchers Amit and Ajit Kumar. So without further ado, let's dive into secret number 1. And this is looking directly into the eyes of someone else, showing them that you're dedicating your full attention to them. And when we do this in a conversation, we're really showing someone that we're focused, that we're interested, we're engaged, and our attention is fully on them. This actually allows someone to open up, to feel more comfortable, to relax in our presence. When our eyes are looking everywhere else but on the person, it can actually indicate that we're either disinterested, that we're distracted, or that we're uncomfortable. And so this can give off the wrong signal to somebody when we're having a conversation, and therefore people won't necessarily feel comfortable to open up to us because they'll feel that your attention is somewhere else, they'll feel that your interest is somewhere else, that you're disengaged, and therefore they won't feel connected deeply to you to then be able to share. At the end of the day, this can all be chalked down to presence, folks. Being present in the conversation. And so when we are present and our eyes are on someone, people feel that we care about what they have to say, about what they're sharing with us, and therefore they're more inclined to open up. When our presence is everywhere else, people therefore feel that we don't necessarily care, that we're not interested, that we're distracted, and therefore they're far less likely to open up to us and to dive into those really deep, meaningful conversations. The second secret is actually really quite simple and straightforward. Stand up straight and tall and with presence. Don't slouch over like this or cross your arms. This actually shows a sense of low self-esteem, and therefore people feel less comfortable in your presence when you don't have that sense of confidence, that air of confidence about you. When we stand tall, when our body language is open, we're actually showing someone that they're welcome into our space and that we are confident in ourselves to have this conversation. So simple and easy, stand straight and tall and illustrate that confidence to the world. The third secret is quite similar to the second, but slightly different. So as we're standing tall, as we're standing with presence, we also want to face our bodies towards the person. If I'm having a conversation with you, I want to open up my body towards you in your direction. This now indicates that I'm inviting for you. Opening up the chest, opening up the arms, opening up the entire body language. And as well, oftentimes we can even lean forward slightly and engage with the person, show them we're really interested. Of course, we're not slouching as we're leaning forwards. We're still standing tall, but we're leaning into the person as we're talking. We're opening ourselves up. This shows a great sense of interest in what the person has to say. It shows that we're comfortable. I just want you to think for a very brief moment. If someone were to be talking to you with their back facing away or their body closed off and turned away from you, would you actually feel more open to opening yourself up, to going deep, to being able to have those deeper conversations with them? Not necessarily. Whereas if they're facing you, if they're open towards you, you feel that their full presence and attention is open for you. So be mindful of this, folks, as you're talking to people. You want to be facing someone. You don't want to be closing off your body towards them. And this can include your shoulders. This can include your back. It could even include crossing your legs in a direction that faces away from them. And therefore, you're illustrating that the attention is not entirely on that person. So these are little things to be mindful of in order to go that one level deeper. And beyond which, I'm a very big believer that when we have an open body, we're also illustrating to the person that we have an open heart to engage deeper in the conversation. Number 4, simple and easy, folks, smile. People feel attracted to this uplifting energy. And smiling is actually the most powerful body language signal. So toss a smile on that face. Of course, we want to be genuine and authentic, but people love to see a good, genuine, quality smile from you. When you're smiling, people feel comfortable. People feel warm in your presence. And therefore, it leads them to wanting to open up on a deeper level with you, feeling comfortable to be able to do so. So toss on a smile and go deep into those conversations. Number 5 is to use gestures. Now, I come from an Italian family, so I grew up seeing hand gestures left, right, and center. And I love them, and they're wonderful, and they're super effective to create an engaging conversation. But at the same time, we want to be very mindful that the gestures we're using don't actually indicate a sense of nervousness. So something like biting our fingertips, as we saw our friend Dan do in the story before, or tipping our fingernails on a surface, or tapping our feet constantly back and forth. These are all indications of nervousness. And so we want to refrain from doing that because the objective in a conversation is to actually make someone feel comfortable. And when they feel comfortable, they're that much more inclined to open up to us. So be mindful of the gestures you're using and whether they're expressive and open ones or whether they look a bit more nervous and nerve-wracking to people. The 6th secret is being mindful of space. This includes your space and also their space. So while some people may feel very comfortable and warm with you standing close, others may feel that it's too intense and that you're invading of their space. So we always want to be mindful of the other person's body language when we are in their space. Now, while it can feel very nice to be close to someone, and I certainly love it myself, I do think the objective is not to feel someone's breath upon our body. That's probably an indication you're too close. Or if you can see the breakfast in between their teeth, that's probably also an indication that you're standing too close to them. So be aware of whether you're really up close and up front and breathing down someone's neck and you're right up in their space. The objective really is just to be mindful of someone else's body language and how comfortable they seem to be, whether you're close or far away from them. So the seventh and final secret, folks, is your energy. Be mindful of your energy. So in the case of Dan, when he was sharing this story with Susie, his energy was intense. It was draining. He was complaining. And therefore, Susie also felt that. Hence why she said, I wouldn't want to be on a date with you either. So the energy we give off, people can actually feel that from us. And they can sense it largely through our body language, as our body language makes up more than 55% of our actual communication with others. So if we give off energy that makes someone feel comfortable and energized, they actually feel more comfortable and calm to open up to us, to go that one step deeper in a conversation. If we give off an anxious energy, a complaining or draining energy, people also feel that, and therefore they pull away. So the more we are calm, the more we make others feel calm. The more we present as anxious, the more we actually make other people feel that way too. So we want to always be mindful of how we present our energy through our body language, and therefore, are we making someone feel energized and comfortable in our presence to open up, to go that one step deeper, to have those meaningful conversations, or are we presenting an energy that actually makes someone pull away? So there you have it, folks. Those are the 7 secrets you can implement into your daily life to get one step closer to having those deeper conversations and connections with other people in your life. So what were they? Number 1, look directly in the eyes with the person and show them you're present and your attention is on them. Number 2, stand straight and tall. Number 3, open up your body and face them. Number 4, we want to smile while we talk to the person. Number 5, we want to be mindful of the gestures we are using. Number 6, we want to be mindful of the space, both ours and theirs. And number 7, we want to be mindful of our energy and what we give off to other people. So that's it in a nutshell. Those are the 7 secrets for you. I want you guys to take away all these amazing tips. Write the comments below when you integrate them into your everyday lives and let me know how they work out for you. If you like this video, I ask you to click like, subscribe. Like I said, leave comments below, ring the bell for more notifications, and I look forward to chatting with you next week here on The Connection Code.